Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Gymnasium with me, XFL Jim, joined as always by my illustrious co-host, Chase, Lupine Fiasco, Sessoms. How are you doing, buddy?
Back. Oh,
We're
Jim,
doing.
dude, that you and I are the co-smartest men alive.
That's right. I'm putting it up there. It's tout time, folks. We've been fucking banging it. Who called the Bengals at the start of the playoffs? You, me, us. Together, the garage has been on Who Day since the playoffs were announced.
This is amazing. It's so amazing. We've got him to win. We have him to win the AFC Championship game. Ching. We've got him to win the Super Bowl at like 20-1. Let's fucking go, because right now they look like the best team in the league. This is amazing. This is amazing. I was talking to you earlier. I said, when we put these tickets in, we were like, this is a really smart bet. But in our hearts, we were thinking there's no way in hell this actually happens for us.
They have huge, absolutely huge Team of Destiny vibes, in my opinion.
Yeah, they also have big swinging dongers, too, these fucking guys. Gotta love that.
I will never miss an opportunity to say how much I fucking love Joe Burrow. God damn it, I love Joe Burrow. He has been unlocked as one of my favorite players literally since I think it was the Peach Bowl or something in 2018 versus UCF, when he took that massive hit and then just led LSU to a comeback victory. And ever since then, he's just been the dude.
You got to think, he's probably at this point the greatest living American. But
I would say so.
You might think it was someone who was like fought in World War II or something that was part of the greatest generation. No.
It's Joe
No,
Burrow.
we're the greatest generation now because we get to watch Joe Burrow play. The dude is insane. Like, someone tweeted it earlier, him and Jimmy Chase 6-0 in playoff games, technically, if you count college playoffs as well.
Also, he could be the first and only player to win a college football national championship, a Heisman, and a Super Bowl.
I mean, I think he deserves it. He's pretty fucking incredible. He's pretty incredible. Just who thunk it? We thought that when we were doing all of our like preseason picks for the NFL, we kept these things saying to ourselves, we think the Bengals might have a sneaky good year. Well, they've had the sneakiest good year.
We were both on the over for the Bengals season win totals, but damn, dude, I had no idea. I really thought that Titans game where Joe Burrow got sacked 9 fucking times, I thought that was going to be kind of an exposure for them, and it just goes to show just how bad this Chiefs defense is. But also, I think this was like the biggest letdown in this game was Patrick Mahomes in the second half.
Yeah, just disappeared. I don't know if he was trying to do too much. If the Mahomes magic is just gone these days, what it is. But I mean, failure to represent. Like, I once had an Asian friend who got knocked out at Mardi Gras while he was wearing a Bruce Lee t-shirt. And I thought that was the biggest failure to represent ever.
This
Not
is
true.
This is close. This is a
Pretty
close second of failure to represent. I mean, I don't think Mahomes' magic is gone. I still think, it's still pretty impressive how they just scrambled together an offensive line in an offseason, and the Chiefs are still going to be perennial favorites for the Super Bowl. But man, he's just not. He can't take a game off. You can't have an off game in the playoffs. And maybe it was a letdown, but you can't have a letdown when it comes to the fucking AFC champ. There's no such thing as a letdown opportunity.
Listen, you know what I think is really hard to deal with if you're Pat Mahomes? The fact that you've got like a shitbag brother and a wife who's got like big murder suicide energy. You know what I'm saying?
You can say the C word here. You can drop a hard C. She seems like a cunt.
A little bit. A little bit.
she seems like a cunt.
She's got those real big like Steve McNair murder suicide pack, eyes going.
She's got the crazy eyes.
For real. Like she might threaten to take her own life and his on like a weekly basis. She sucks. She's fucking awful.
Those two have really speed ran the Chiefs into being an all-out hated team. Because before they became like big factors, everyone was just kind of like, well, this Chiefs team is fun. Patrick Mahomes is awesome. He's fun. Travis Kelce's a likable guy. and then they became like semi-famous based off of Pat Mahomes, and you're just like, oh, these are like two of the most annoying people on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's managed to one of the most likable people in the NFL has managed to link up with the least likable people on the planet. It seems like if his brother was Kim Jong Un and his wife was Vladimir Putin, they still might be more liked than his current family configuration.
They'd for sure be less annoying.
Yeah.
Like, that's the main thing. Like, you can have hateable people. They're just so fucking annoying. Like, it's the fact
crime
that
of all.
It's people like this. Everyone knows people like this where they have a successful spouse or relative or just friend, and they just leech onto them. And we're just like, and they act like they've earned it somehow. Like, they've earned their brothers, their husband, their wives, anyone's like success. And it's just the most cringeworthy, annoying shit.
I'm just gonna tell you, I'm gonna make this public service announcement to anybody out there who's watching live, who might watch live later, who's even just hearing our sweet dulcet tones over Spotify, which by the way, or Apple, wherever you get your podcast.
Literally any place you get your podcast. By the way, follow the Gymnasium.
But you should subscribe. But back to my original point, which is. Here's a public service announcement to just people, to the world. Just because you share DNA, which is very, very similar to the very successful person, it does not then by osmosis make you a successful person. Just be humble, because you're not them.
That's all we ask. Like, Jackson Mahomes can make TikToks and whatnot. He can even make cringeworthy TikToks. But you have to, like, it's the fact that he's acting like he's some uber famous, like, successful guy when, no, you're Patrick Mahomes' brother.
Yeah. So Patrick Mahomes came out looking like, I don't know. It's odd to me. It's odd to me. What I'm getting into is odd to me that Jackson Mahomes looks like a middle-aged Asian woman. I've never figured out how that happened.
They look like they're one of the weird things where they look oddly similar but also nothing alike.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. My God, this week was great, Jim.
It was fucking amazing. We're going to do a little bit more touting here in a second because the Picks Porch was fire for anyone who didn't watch it. But there's a little bit, speaking of the annoying factor, there was this tweet from KMBC, a local Kansas City news station. Here's the tweet. I'm going to read it out. Against all odds, we were never supposed to be here. We were never meant to make it this far, but against all odds, we did. What a season. Thank you for the incredible ride. We will always be #Chiefs Kingdom. The preseason Super Bowl favorite was never supposed to be here.
Never were you supposed to make it. No one ever said that it was going to be the Chiefs and the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl again all fucking off season. God, you know what's the difference between this and like a premature like hat or t-shirt that they make that says like AFC champions or Super Bowl champions is that kids in Haiti can't wear that tweet.
No, they can't. They can't. It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. Like, you were the preseason favorites. You've been to the last 2 Super Bowls. What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm just so happy that there's one thing. I've been down on the NFL this year. I've been very down on the NFL. You've also, a lot of that has to do with the fact that you've also just very much enlightened me to that there's a whole world of football out there. Well, and there's some pretty exciting products out there, and the NFL isn't one of them. But the one thing that I got to say that the NFL has going for it is the fact that, due to like the salary cap and things like that, parity exists. And you can get these amazing stories where you have the Bengals who just fucking sucked for so long.
They were the fucking first pick of the draft last year.
And now we out here. I mean,
no, they weren't. They were. By the way, that was 2 years ago. My bad.
That's 2 years. Yeah, true. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Just,
it's amazing. We were talking about earlier today. Like, the NFL is a slow product. It's sometimes a little bit boring. It's sometimes a little bit bland. I feel like this year with certain players, like maybe that's another reason why I like Joe Burrow so much, is certain players have been like showing off just the fact that they have a personality a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah.
And say what you want, we both fucking hate Aaron Rodgers, but the fact that he was on like the Pat McAfee show, kind of showing himself off, I like things like that. I like players putting themselves out there and getting a little bit more exposure, so then we're not just thinking these players are just robots, just inhuman things that just are numbers. I like players to have a little personality and go on shows and show off. I like the Cam Newton fucking weird outfits. I like Joe Burrow having an iced out chain.
Yeah. Literally dressing like Vanilla Ice in the 1990s films, Cool as Ice. Like 100% just taking that like fashion statement. Dressing like he's in the Backstreet Boys, quite honestly. But you know what? I kind of dig it. I dig it.
I hope that's something that the NFL kind of like took from the XFL in 2020, was that we want more of these players. We want to see more behind the scenes. We want to see more of like a personality. We want to get to know the players, just because it makes for a more entertaining product.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, even though Aaron Rodgers is absolutely dead to me, and I hate his guts. I hate his stinking guts and his stinking face. I think it was kind of cool that he did McAfee every single week and gave McAfee that sort of access. For one, the fact that he went to an outside source. It wasn't sound bites on ESPN each week.
Yeah, it wasn't like curated.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
it was a much more open format, and I think it's important to get some of these people who have opinions. Maybe not him, because his opinions are bullshit and he's a crazy person that I hate. But you know what I'm saying.
How much would you pay to see like an hour-long interview of, say, Jameis Winston, or like an insane person?
I would watch an hour-long show of Jameis Winston. I would buy as many televisions as it took to fit in my house to make sure that it was a highly rated television show on the Nielsen's. Every single television in my home would be tuned into the Jameis hour.
Ooh, if I was a team, like if I'm the Saints and Jameis is there, yeah, make a little reality show about it, the Jameis hour, where he just comes on, you just do it, post like a Twitter live or something, and just have Jameis take questions from players and fans for an hour.
So I got a little something. I want to drive a little conversation here, and it has to do with today's happenings and also yesterday's happenings a little bit. Tom Brady.
Okay.
I mean, it's announced Tom Brady. This was it. This is the last season. Is it Joe Burrow's league now?
I mean, that was also determined to be not 100% true later in the day yesterday.
Yeah, I still don't know if he's actually retiring or not. I'm going to be honest.
We have no idea. Adam Schefter was really premature on that one.
It feels like his reports have like been really shitty lately, and I feel like maybe just like everyone in the NFL is like pulling one over on him to give him bad information that he like takes to the Twitter streets, and then it turns out to be bad and he has to apologize.
I think his reputation took a huge hit when that Washington football team news came out, and he was like the Mr. Editor stuff.
Yeah.
Was like, and ever since then, this is like a big nail in the coffin. Like, I'm not gonna trust anything Schefter tweets out until I see someone else tweet it.
Pretty much. Yeah. I want to think that there's like some like NFLPA like hidden agenda where they're just like, okay, agenda step 1, fuck Adam Schefter. 2, collect the underpants. 3, profit.
There will be profit. I mean, it's the price. You kind of sell your soul in some respects to be the breaker of news. You want to be that guy. Like, I don't know. I feel like the only one that has most, like, everyone thinks they have integrity, that still seemingly has integrity, is Woj for the NBA. Like,
yeah,
he has integrity. Schefter has none, in my opinion.
I'm going to tell you, this is what I think happened is earlier this season, he did the gritty, and then every NFL player had a secret
downturn.
Every NFL player had a secret Zoom call where they all got on, and someone was just like, this ends today. Never again.
Are we gonna see something similar with Brian Kelly now that he's been videoed doing the gritty?
Oh my god.
I didn't get that video. I should have grabbed that video.
This fucking guy. Jesus Christ. I don't know what else I can say. Oh, Jesus fucking
before
Christ.
we get back to touting and the picks porch and everything, there's one video we wanted to show everybody from the Bengals win. Shout out to Beho, having a great night. He's probably already blacked out.
Shout out to the entire fucking Howard clan. Today is your day. We're so happy for you and Houday Nation.
We live. I don't really know who to thank other than Joe Burrow, Jim and Chase, and Evan McPherson for 32 years of sadness has now turned into the most glorious day of my life. Yes, I had 2 children born. That's the second, third best day of my life. Today is the best. Here's to you, Joe, and Jamar. Why are they playing the national anthem of this game while I'm watching Joe Burrow on this TV? Honestly, I can't even talk. I don't even know what to do.
Oh God, that video is amazing.
From smiling.
That video sucks. The slurs, the anthem,
God,
just perfect.
Just the misty-eyed drunk uncle look on him is priceless. It's so amazing. It's just like, this is what makes football just one of the greatest sports ever. The greatest sport ever.
The only thing that could have made that better to me is if he fully deleted that glass of champagne.
Oh, I thought it was all going down. I'm surprised. Did you not think that was all going down the hatch?
I thought he was just going to delete it. I thought he was just all going to get it down, and then no. You just couldn't. It's too bubbly.
You know what's funny is I watched a documentary, and then I made Brian watch a documentary that is about simulation theory, that we all might be living in like actual computer simulation, that
like
there's
the Matrix.
Like there's a technologically advanced civilization that has these supercomputers, and that our reality is all just that. Whatever kid is controlling him in this video game, for one, talks the best shit on future Xbox Live.
Yes.
For 2, just way to go, kid. Like you unleashed the invincible Beho cheat code, and we can't commend you enough for it.
That kid is having a hell of a last few months because Kentucky wins the bowl game. The Bengals are on a fucking tear, and Kentucky basketball is on the up and up too after just destroying Kansas.
Everything's coming up Beho right now, and I
don't know what
I gotta think it's a better world because of it. Think it's a better world because of it.
It's a better world if Beho is A, either extremely happy all the time, or B, extremely upset all the time. I don't like the middle ground Beho.
All right, if you don't know, he's down in Florida, staying with Blackjack. To add to how great things are for Beho right now, he was at the Pegasus World Cup at Gulfstream yesterday. But he's staying with Blackjack this weekend down in Florida. After seeing that video, here's my prop. Is Beho so drunk that he pisses in Blackjack's sock drawer? Here are your odds. Yes, minus 10 million. No, plus 10 million. There's not a lot of value in yes, but it feels like a lock.
I want yes to happen so bad.
Yes.
I want it to happen so bad.
I can't wait to see these guys in Vegas. We're going to have such a great time.
It's going to be fucking amazing. My last little bit of NFL that we have right now is the 49ers-Rams game is live right now. It's tied up 17-17. There's about 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Prediction, Chase. This game might end while we're recording, but I want your prediction right now.
I'm going to say that the Rams win it via field goal because that's better for me.
I really hope the Rams win by a touchdown. I need a touchdown.
I think what happens, because I took under like 38, something like that.
I have it right here for when we start touting. You have the Rams under 39.
Okay, so basically your touchdown kills me. My field goal kills you.
Okay, the best case scenario then is a field goal and then the Rams get a safety. That way you push on that and I still win.
Hey, I mean, I like when we both win money. I hate being not on the same team. We're always Team Garage.
We're always Team Garage. But
that
gets us back.
Everybody, get in here. We're going to tell you how great we are. It's
we're going to So, Picks Porch, for those that didn't watch, there's a lot of green on here. First off, I'm going to say both of us. I had Bengals plus 7.5. You took them plus 7 for some plus money. Love that shit.
Yeah, I did.
You had Arkansas minus 8 and over 141 as a parlay.
Yeah, I did.
Looking beautiful. You had the Golden Knights Lightning under 6.
Yeah, I did.
You even dipped your toes into Leo's category of tennis and had Rafael Nadal to win the Australian Open.
A man who wears capri pants is the most dangerous motherfucker on the planet. Let's go, Rafi.
And you have a parlay that's live with the Rams plus 3.5, the Bengals plus 13, teaser, I should say. Rams plus 3.5, Bengals plus 13.5, Rams under 39, and Bengals over 48. That over 48 was almost a sweat, too.
Yeah. Yeah. But it turned out everything's coming up us. What did you do, Jim? What did you do, Jim? What did you do?
Bengals plus 7.5, Wichita State minus 1 on Saturday.
Shaka.
I still got the Rams minus 3.5. I still have my live parlay of the Suns money line, which hit Rams minus 3.5, Bengals plus 7.5, Kentucky plus 5, and the Vegas Knights money line. I took a little bit of.
How much
pays
will that
out,
pay you?
Pays out 26-1.
Yeah, it does.
26-1.
Yeah, no big deal.
I had esports. I fucking had League of Legends, European League of Legends. I parlayed Misfits and Rogue money line that hit.
Let's do those League of Legos.
Houston basketball, which you like, I took your advice and double hammered it. Houston minus 6.5 versus UCF. Easiest bet of the fucking weekend.
Come on.
Korea Gas Corporation on the money line in Korean basketball.
We've got international, Jim.
And Russian hockey SKA 1948 U20 money line.
This just makes my heart sing. It makes my heart sing. It makes my wallet smile. It makes my penis a little bit erect.
I'm like a 3/4 bricked right now.
Everyone, if you're not watching the Picks Porch, get in on that shit. Because how many winning bets did we just give you?
We gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 winners, folks. Jesus.
26-minute show. And we were just bullshitting for the first couple of minutes. Holy hell.
We're giving out like a winner every 2 minutes on that show.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that I sweat while I do those shows, and now I understand it's just because we're putting in that work.
We're just putting it in every Friday at, I guess I'll go Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, God's time, the best time zone.
The only time zone that matters, essentially. Yeah.
It's really the only time zone that matters, but we fucking win. That's what we do.
Yeah.
All we do on the Friday Picks Porch is win.
When we walk into the building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there. And they stay there.
Do you want to talk some USFL? There was a little bit of USFL news.
Yeah, we should. Let's
get into it. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have an actual audio for this next time, but this is what we're using this time. Boom, bada bang, USFL intro, baby. God, I love that sound.
Got the beat. Oh, spring. Yo, this ain't the NFL. This ain't even CFL. We're the USL. Talk about the USL.
I'm gonna let this whole thing go.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that just means more.
God damn it, I love that's. I'm XFL Jim through and through, but damn it, that's the best intro. That's the best like theme music in sports, in my opinion.
Right there. God, screw John Tesh and his basketball theme. This is it.
That theme also slaps, but damn it, this one's so fucking good.
Yeah. That slaps, this fucks.
USFL news. They actually have all the coaches now. They've hired the last 2 coaches. We talked about this on the Pick Sports too, but I want to do a definitive Gymnasium ranking. So let me go through all the coaches real quick, and then we'll rank them. We got Kevin Sumlin, Houston Gamblers, Larry Fedora for your New Orleans Breakers.
You put some respect on my Larry Fedora's name.
Skip Holtz for the Birmingham Stallions, Mike Riley for the New Jersey Generals, Kirby Wilson, Pittsburgh Maulers, Jeff Haley, Tampa Bay Bandits, Jeff Fisher for my Michigan Panthers, let's fucking go, and Bart Andrus, the one and only, for the Philadelphia Stars. Let's rank some coaches, boy.
Let's do it. Are we going bottom up?
I think we go bottom to top.
Okay.
I had a tough one here for the lowest ranked coach.
To me, it might be Skip Holtz.
See, I was torn between him and Sumlin, but like Sumlin just had way more success than Skip Holtz. But my thing with Sumlin is I don't know how motivated he is. That was my big gripe with him at Arizona, is he seemed like he was just kind of collecting a check.
True, but at least he had some modicum of success in a Power 5 conference. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Similar, like him, Fedora, and Holtz, like none of them have NFL or like pro football experience coaching wise. But like Skip Holtz, maybe it's the press conference talking that he did in Birmingham. He seems out of most of the coaches like the most excited to be a part of this.
Yeah, because I mean it's nice to be employed again.
That's true. I'm gonna agree with you tentatively. I want to put him or someone there, but I'll put Skip Holtz here.
All right, and then I think that makes it pretty easy that Sumlin is number 7, right?
Yeah. It was between those two for me.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta say Holtz, then Sumlin. If I'm talking number 6, I kind of want to say Todd Haley.
Yeah, I had Jeff Haley. I don't know why I put that. Yeah, it's Todd Haley. I'm fucking stupid.
It's he's so like I don't know. For one, I feel like
he's just an asshole.
Yeah, he just sucks. He's just a shitty person. You know, he I don't know. I think it's kind of funny that him and what is it? Hugh, whatever his name was that was the head coach of the Browns. Like
Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, Hugh Jackson got fired, and then Todd Haley was so shitty that like he just got fired too. Like, how often do you see like a head coach get fired and the whole staff pretty much stays? But they were like, "All right, we fired Hugh, and we're just gonna go the interim route. Todd, get your shit and go though, because don't nobody like you."
Yeah, I don't want to do this to you, but it's between Todd Haley, Kirby Wilson, and Larry Fedora for me. Like, those 3 are kind of all similarly ranked, in my opinion.
I have a reason to put Fedora above him.
I mean, just the fact that he's not a gigantic asshole.
Well, there's that, but I mean, I think especially with these brand new leagues, one of the keys, the teams that end up being the best are going to be the ones that have been able to develop and have good quarterback play. And I know that he can develop a quarterback because he made Mitch Trubisky a fucking high first-round draft pick.
That is true, and I do like that aspect. You know what? You've sold me. I'm going to put Todd Haley here. So we got Todd Haley coming in at rank number 6. Who do we got next? I think you got to do... I think I would put Larry Fedora above Kirby Wilson, just because Kirby Wilson's like the ultimate unknown. I think he's the only one of these guys that has 0 head coaching experience.
That's true, but he's also like played in like all of these leagues.
He's played a lot. He does have, and he's been like a running backs coach or like a positions coach for a long time.
Yeah, he has. He also fought Fire and Fire lost. Like Fire tried to take him to the grave and he said, "Not today, Fire." I don't know. It's a coin flip there between Fedora and Kirby.
It's tough. I think I'm going to put Fedora one step ahead just because of his quarterback whispering, quote unquote.
Yeah, chops.
So I'll put Kirby Wilson here, and then I'll put Fedora after that. Now we're into like the top guys. I'm wondering. We've got Jeff Fisher, Bart Andrus, Mike Riley.
Mike Riley.
I think Mike Riley too. And then, like, these guys to me are in like their own certain tier just because two of them have a shitload of experience with these kinds of leagues and success in these kinds of leagues. And then Jeff Fisher is the only one on this entire list that has won a Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Minute 53 left. The Rams are driving. They've got it. It's about to be fourth down. They're about to probably attempt the field goal with about a minute 49 left if you're watching live.
Damn it. I wish I would have had -3. I'm fucking donezo.
But hey, one of us is going to win.
One of us is going to win, and if one of us wins, we both win.
That's
how
right.
The garage works.
That's right. We're very communal, the Gymnasium. For example, we had a young lady leave a comment on our Pitch Sports video.
I have the exact comment right here.
Please read.
Sarah, I just saw the name now. Did you peep the name?
I did, but I don't remember it. Please tell me.
Sarah Dangerlips. And I quote, here's the quote from Sarah Dangerlips. I've never wanted to be trapped inside of a beard sandwich in my life, but here we are. Of course, I like clubs, so let's get my dude in here too. He's the hidden ginger, crouching tiger kind. Read more. Let's get beardy.
Let's get beardy. I don't know. It's hey. Just for one, it's flattering to be anybody's cup of tea. 2, it's flattering for us to be someone's cups of tea. 3, let's make beard curtains around this lady.
Should we make Let's Get Beardy a thing?
Yes. Thank
amazing.
you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah Dangerlips, whoever you are, for our new tagline. God.
Also, the fact that you brought that up saved me from doing. I'm still going to do it anyway because it's right now. You know how like QAnon has their thing? Where we go one, we go all. We have that for the garage.
Yeah.
When one of us wins, we both win.
There we go. And we're not as crazy as QAnon.
Not when it comes to anything besides spring football.
Right. There we go.
So, for the last 2 rankings, where would you put Jeff Fisher, Bart Andrus?
That's such a toss-up. Like, I've been saying since they hired Bart Andrus that Bart Andrus was going to be the
one of one, in my opinion.
Yeah, one of one. Like, for one, and it has to do with his experience with the XFL, with Team 9. Like, the fact that his entire job was to develop football players to be able to go at a moment's notice. You got to think that he's going to be able to build some sort of depth for his team. Oh my God, what happened? Did they miss the field goal?
They might have. I'm not sure. I'm not caught up.
No, they hit it.
No, they got it.
All right.
So now I need like a pick 6 or something. Also, besides USFL Team 9, like if you just go through Bart Andrus's wiki page for just coaching, it's insane. He's just he's lived every league of football.
Absolutely. The only reason I would put Jeff Fisher under him is the fact that he's been out. He's been out of the league, like out of like football entirely for like 3-4 years now.
Yeah, when was the last time he coached was what, 2016?
I think so. It was Jared Goff's first year. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been out of the league. Yeah, for 6 years he's been out of coaching. I think he's been advising certain colleges and stuff like that, but that's not the same.
Yeah, teaching anthropology, at certain universities and stuff. Just really just being a football academic at this point. He also has the best like well-policed mustache maybe in humankind history. Like it doesn't creep over the lips. Like it is a very like well groomed and maintained mustache.
He does have that going for him. So the official Gymnasium rankings of the USFL coaches go Skip Holtz, Kevin Sumlin, Todd Haley, Kirby Willis, Terry Fedora, Mike Riley, Jeff Fisher, Bart Andrus. Bart Andrus is one.
Yeah, I'm for it. That sounds perfect. I think we nailed it. Just like everything else this week.
I cannot wait till lines come out once they draft these players. Speaking of which, the draft is scheduled for late February. I think the 22nd and 23rd is when they're doing their draft. They have about a 3,000 player pool right now. I've talked with a couple players that have, because the way they're doing it is you have to be on contract already in order to be able to be selected by a team. They're not doing any like tryouts, no open tryouts or anything like that. And they've said publicly that you should expect 5 to 7 noticeable name players on each team.
Good for them. I mean, I like the strategy of essentially having these players basically on a contract on retainer. So even if they don't get drafted, that you're at least like, you're not going to have anybody who gets drafted and is just like, nah, we're good right now. I'm going to go play in the elf.
Or like the CFL or anything.
Right.
I do kind of wish they had like a whole tryout system just so you can maybe discover some players, but I don't really, I'm not going to fault them too much if they have this big of a player pool.
Do we see Johnny Manziel?
No, not a fucking chance.
You don't think so? Okay.
No. Not a chance any league is taking a chance on Johnny Manziel. Except, like, the only league that's doing anything with him is fan-controlled football, which we've heard nothing about. We know even less about fan-controlled football than, like, any other league, and they're supposed to be starting on the same day that the USFL starts.
Sorry, fan-controlled football league. I think you're going to fall by the wayside.
I'm not going to watch shit because, A, it's 7-on-7, B, you can't bet on it. What's the point of me watching a football game if I can't bet on it?
I'm going to guess we had a Jimmy G turnover or something because the Rams
are just going to time it out now?
They are in the greatest formation in football, the victory formation.
I'm fucking livid and excited for you at the same time.
Thanks, buddy. I would be excited for you too. We're nothing but love and support here.
The other cool thing from the USFL is they're doing a simulcast for at least the first game, where the first game is going to be both on NBC and Fox.
Bananas.
I think that's kind of a thing to just boost TV ratings, but it's really cool. I like the idea. They seem to have the best TV contract out of any one of these startup leagues.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, but don't ever make me watch Colin Cowherd 3 times ever again.
No, they're going to keep, like, I think that's going to be a staple throughout the season, too. They're really hammering that Colin Cowherd's going to be the guy for Fox covering the USFL, so I think every big news announcement is going to go through the Cowherd show.
This is the greatest misstep in the history of spring football.
If I have to say the negatives with the USFL, number one is easily making me watch Colin Cowherd consistently.
It's that, and I mean, if you gotta talk about like just the overall history of the USFL, it's like having to watch Colin Cowherd is just barely a close second to bringing Donald Trump into the league. How is that possible?
Yeah. Oh, the cool thing though, they're really going for the whole like family weekend thing. Tickets are only $10, at least for opening weekend. So that was tight because I guess what? I got us some tickets. I got you and me some tickets, buddy.
I'm so excited that we're going to Birmingham.
They only have the first game right now that we have tickets for, so I don't know what they're going to be doing. Like if they're going to do just one game on that Saturday and they're going to do the other 3 games on Sunday, or if they're going to do another game on Saturday and the other 2 on Sunday. I don't even know if they're going to do the games on Sunday because it's Easter Sunday. Yeah. So will the USFL have Easter games? I think Easter games are a cool idea because the NFL does Thanksgiving games.
Yeah. If they're not going to do an Easter game, what was the Lord Jesus Christ resurrected for? Like, why did we wake him up?
Exactly. If you're not going to have football on Easter, what are we even talking about here?
Right.
I think my big opinion on the USFL stands that I'm extremely excited, and I think it's timed out perfectly that for next year we'll have if this is all hinging on the fact that I'm assuming the XFL will start at the same time as it did in 2020. So you go from the NFL, you have the Super Bowl, and then a week later you have the XFL starting up. That goes until they were planning on having their playoff in early April. That's when they were going to have the XFL championship game. You roll directly from that into the USFL, which would end May, June-ish, sometime like that, which would start into the CFL, which would go into the NFL preseason and college football. It's football year-round. It's beautiful.
We are on the precipice of the greatest year of football that we've ever seen.
Perhaps ever. It's so fucking glorious.
And it's just, I mean, you gotta admit, it's a little bit of an honor to be the BTV like guys who are like showing the BTV nation into this transition of, hey, follow us. We're going to show you a better way to live. A world where there's football all year round. Follow us. We will make you fishers of men. Just to continue the Christ stuff I started earlier.
That's gonna lead us into, once the NFL season ends, we're gonna start our own little spring football exclusive show where we're gonna be going around, like, I want to say like 25 to 45 minutes on just alternative football leagues to the NFL and college football. The Gymnasium is still just gonna be whatever the fuck we want. We're just a garage-based podcast here.
Yeah, it's just a weird space for us to be weird individuals, and I love it so.
But we are taking name suggestions for what we should call our spring / alternative football podcast / show.
Yeah.
Send those in an email to me or leave them in Twitter DMs or just tweet them at either of us.
Yeah, and we will consider it. I've got to say, I've already thrown out a strong front runner. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it's pretty strong. You got to work hard to beat it.
Other football news is we have the XFL news potentially, I think, coming up. I'm going to say I'm still sticking with the fact that it's going to be Super Bowl weekend. They're going to announce something. The Rock on the last Monday Night Football of the regular season, he alluded to being like, hey, there's going to be a lot of big XFL news coming up. I'm thinking they're going to drop a big bomb the Saturday after the Super Bowl I think they're going to drop a big bomb Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, I anticipate there being a big media buy and them making some sort of huge announcement, like Super Bowl commercial sort of thing, and I can't wait to see what it is.
It's just perfect. It's the anniversary, the 2-year anniversary, like the day after the Super Bowl of when the XFL fully started.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be absolutely awesome.
It's gonna be. Imagine they just come in. It's like, here are our cities already announced.
Boom.
And that on top of, there seems to be a new USFL story every week. I'm loving this month right now. I'm loving living life right now.
Everything is good. Just life is good for us right now. Don't listen, if you're watching, if you want to be like, hey, leaving a comment and be like, hey, life isn't that great for you. Bullshit. Yes, it is.
It's fucking
our lives kick ass. I've got an adorable puppy that I snuggle with constantly. You can't bring me down.
And what's the name of that puppy again?
Rosie.
And for everyone wondering, how do you spell that?
R-O-Z.
There you
Rosie.
go. Tell us our lives aren't fucking amazing right now. Dare you.
You can't. You won't. Cowards.
That kind of like rolls into what's going on in the garage right now. I actually have a big video planned for that same weekend after the Super Bowl. That Saturday, I got a little music video planned. Got a song I've been going with. It's a nice little music video. I'm going to be singing. So my dulcet tones will be able to rock you guys. Just be ready for that.
I mean, if it's anything like the last music video, then let's go. Let's enjoy, because that one, I mean, have you heard this man sing? Songbird of a generation here.
That's what I pride myself in. Football news and singing.
That's his gentle coos.
That's all I got for XFL news. That's all I got for what's going on in the garage. We got a bunch of new shows coming. Like, us and the BTV gang are going to be pumping out a shitload of stuff once the NFL season is done.
Yes,
we ready.
We've got some just great stuff going right now. Like, later tonight, check out the backdoor cover, which is going to have I don't know how he's conscious. Beho on it. Just drink if you.
He's going to be blacked out.
If you've gotten wrapped up in Houday fever, let him be just like fucking Houday Typhoid Mary for you, because he is going to be extra tonight. That's the only way I could describe it. He's going to be extra.
I think that does it. That'll be the show. That's the Gymnasium, folks. Chase, what do you got going on?
Man, I've got some really fun stuff. There's I want to say tomorrow there's going to be a nice little social media announcement with a new show I've got coming up with America's Best Racing. I started really kind of got into all this through America's Best Racing. That's where I met Blackjack. That's how everything happened for me. So I'm excited to keep doing stuff with them. Wednesdays, you got to check out the lineup with me and might be a sobered up by then. Beho, where we watch the first 48, we make prop bets and we talk shit about actual murders.
It's amazing. It's amazing content, folks.
And other than that, you can always find me with this big galoot about 2-3 times a week.
Dude, this Picks Porch we're going to keep this momentum riding.
Yeah. I got to think that we don't miss another pick ever for the rest of our lives.
I am going to also just go with that feeling. You know where to find me at XFL Jim on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. We're pumping out content. I got XFL news coming weekly at this point, and I've got other videos coming out also basically weekly. I just reviewed the Bud Light Seltzer sodas and sours. Those were fucking fire. And check out the Gymnasium every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central. Check out our Picks Porch. Fucking follow us on anywhere you get podcasts. Follow us on Better Than Vegas. We got a shitload of content coming out. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Peace out.
God bless you. God bless you.
Every